Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, April 20th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I learn to love myself as nature. And I realized that yesterday when we dove into Taurus there was so much that I didn't really set the theme. And so the theme that I'm really feeling, in fact, it woke me up at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. to have me contemplate it, is really coming to understand ourselves as nature. And I really think that'll help us dig into this Taurus energy even more. So today's an interesting day. I want to start off by saying I have a friend and her husband makes wonderful CBD products. It's CBD Jane's, and he's having a sale for $420. I think 40% off. So I'm going to be posting a link and that code down below. So get some good skin products from him. That being said, that's part of loving yourself as nature, right? Loving yourself as nature with nature. That being said, today's an interesting astro day. So, some relief moving out of this Aries energy and straight into T-square mode. So T-square is when we have some opposition and square energy in charts. Now opposition is an interesting thing in the astro because oppositions, they can bring some tension, but a lot of times they can also bring balance. But then, I guess the challenger really is when we have these squares. And squares bring the resistance. And squares can even bring resistance to the balance. It can even get to the point where it's like, no, I don't want to do anything. Especially if the inner child is involved, which it is. So let's look at these energies. We have a bunch of stuff hanging out in Taurus. We have the Sun, we have Mercury, we have Venus, we have Uranus, and we have Lilith, all hanging out in Taurus. The moon in Leo, as it moves through, will be squaring these Taurus energies. And so this can really bring up worth stuff around our inner child. It can also make our inner child dig their heels in about any kind of growth. And then we also have the planets of Saturn and Jupiter hanging out in Aquarius. So Aquarius is opposite Leo and it squares Taurus. So we've been talking about those Taurus-Aquarius squares, about change and taking it slow and being able to maintain our vision. I think the thing is in this is really balancing out the child as well with the moon in Leo. My feeling is, as I was sitting with this astro, is making a little time for all of these energies throughout the day so they don't get upset. George is getting upset is what just popped into my head for those of you who know. If you know, you know. Anyways, making some time for the inner child throughout the day and making some time for maybe some love, romance, fun. I do have the Lovers card. That would actually make both the moon in Leo and the Taurus energies very happy. Taurus also wants to make sure that you're getting stuff done, especially with Sun, Mercury, Venus, Uranus, and Lilith in Taurus. There will be this need to be productive. So spend some time being productive, spend some time in enjoyment and love energy. And then Aquarius over here is like, we have to think, we have to download blueprints is what the picture that I'm getting. Download blueprints of what the world can become. Truly, this energy is off the charts creative, which can also connect into this Lovers card. But again, we may find ourselves getting jammed, especially if we are not allocating the right energies. So keep that in mind through the day. So let's just go through these transits one by one. Moon squaring Mercury. It's early in the day, but you may wake up a little cranky, and I have comments from the other room. A little bit cranky energy. First thing, what I'm really getting is that your words may not convey your truth. It may be kind of like kind of mourning, meanwhile you're like, I'm really happy to see you, but all you can get out of me is a rah. So make sure that anybody realizes that you're communicating with hey, my communications may be a little funky, but I appreciate you. Putting that out there could really help. Knowing the value of something, appreciating the value of something, always helps, right? Moon squaring Venus. It's the same kind of thing. Moon and Leo squaring Venus. It also may be that you have a few creative visions, because I'm getting a vision of that as well. But I'm really feeling like, again, Moon in Leo may be feeling a little orbited around itself. And so this may be a challenge to show others that you appreciate them. I don't know why this is coming up, but the value thing is coming up very strong. It could even be about you, yourself, and you. Your inner child, your inner adult, your inner parent, like making sure that you're going through and appreciating them, especially the inner child. I'm feeling the inner child is feeling this energy. Do I have an inner child card in here? No, I don't. But I do have the burden card and the fighting card. So we may get just a little cock on the head, self-centered, and, you know, cause some issues. But the best thing we can do, keep on just letting it wash off your back, letting it move through, know the value within yourself, talk up the value of your inner child. Like, you are responsible for your emotional well-being. It doesn't mean hang out with buttheads, right? But at the same time, if you are feeling that, that may be that you need to tend to yourself a little. Lead with some of that, you know, self-love energy. Moon squaring Uranus. Triggers. Triggers coming up. And this is going to be ongoing this week as Venus comes closer to Uranus. Triggers in relationship, triggers in our worth, trigger in our work that we do, triggers in regards to our gifts. Just be aware these energies are going to be coming up for us to work through, move through. And yet, despite the triggers, you are worthy. Keeping that in mind and reminding your inner child over and over and over again. And then we have the moon opposite Saturn. And Saturn's like, did you spend your time envisioning the future that you want in your life? And Leo's like, I just really want an ice cream. All I want in my future is an ice cream. So again, the thing I'm keep feeling in this day is keep coming back to the inner child if you're feeling spun out. I feel like we're going to get the productivity done. We've been working on the vision thing, but the inner child may need a little extra attention in this energy. So do keep that in mind. So that being said, do check out the CBD James code down below for 40% off. And I will tell you, I've used these products and they are lovely. Besides that, you can book a reading with me. $44 sale for a half-hour reading through the end of this week. You can buy gifts if you would like to. And thank you to those who are helping support our move. I'm so excited. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.